Welcome to the Picture Book Library. My name's Katie. I am a mom of 6 and a self-proclaimed children's book addict. Today, I'm really excited to share with you my anniversary antique shopping picture book haul. I happen to Okay, just a second. Okay, much better. Could that be any louder? No, seriously, for my anniversary this last week, 13 years by the way.
Yes!
We got away to a small Texas town and had some amazing food and went antique shopping. I couldn't believe what I found, so I'm really excited to show you guys. The first book is called McBroom's Ghost, and it's written by Sid Fleshman. Sid Fleshman has written one of my favorite books growing up called The Whipping Boy. He actually won the Newbery Medal for The Whipping Boy in 1987, and it's well deserved. There are actually a lot of McBroom books. It's part of a series, and I was so excited to find this one tucked away in a little corner. I know I have another Sid Fleshman book, and I'm trying to remember what it is. Okay, I'm gonna check. Honestly, I think it may be out on my other shelf. Okay, give me 1 minute. I found it. Okay, that was maybe a bit overdramatic, but turns out it's another McBroom book. So I now have McBroom and the Big Wind by Sid Fleshman and McBroom's Ghost by Sid Fleshman. Very exciting. Whew, worth it. The next one that I found is called Little Toot on the Thames. The original Little Toot book was written in 1939 and was a great success. And then came World War II and he worked on training films for the U.S. Army Air Forces. But afterwards, he actually wrote several sequels to the Little Toot book, and this is one of them. This is actually a 1964 copy, and it's in really great shape. The thing that I love about the Little Toot books is it's a long book, but there's not a ton of words on each page, and the print is really big, so it's quite a fast and fun read with little kids. It doesn't drag it out too long like some books. In the back of the book, it says, Little Toot has had a variety of honors. Among them, I just realized, Toot. That's so immature. He has been a prize-winning float in the Pasadena Tournament of Roses. He has been made into a movie by Walt Disney. He has been translated into many languages, including Thai for the children of Thailand. Little Toot has been given away as a family-sized boat on the Gary Moore television show. And all the bookmobiles serving the Los Angeles area are named Little Toot. Anyway, this book just kind of combined my love of kids' books along with my love of travel, since he is a visitor in London in the book. So, super fun. The next one is a book that I did not recognize the author or the illustrator when I originally saw the book, but I was very drawn towards the illustrations. And when I started flipping through it, the story looked utterly fantastical. It involves talking animals who are friends with an old lady and drink tea in her drawing room. So, I mean, what's not to love, seriously? It's called Alexander and the Magic Mouse. As you can see, there is an old lady, an impressive house on a hill, and her favorite animal friends. The illustrations are so fun and are so creative. The different perspectives, some of them are full page, some of them are just boxes. This one is looking through a telescope. This one spans both pages. It's a very intriguing and captivating book, and I can't wait to sit down and read through the whole thing. Side note, as a plant lover, I immediately noticed the Monstera Deliciosa. Okay, the last one that I have to show you guys today is so exciting. I could not believe I found this book. It is a conglomeration of literally some of my favorite things. I was jumping up and down when I saw this. It is called The Littlest Christmas... It is The Littlest Christmas Tree by Thornton Burgess. First of all, it's an illustrated children's book. Second of all, it's about Christmas. And third, its crowning glory is that it's written by Thornton Burgess. Okay, if you don't know who Thornton Burgess is, I forgive you. He was born in 1874 and he did die in 1965, but for heaven's sake, get to know him. Thornton Burgess, Okay. Thornton Burgess was a conservationist and an author of children's stories. He loved nature and he wrote about them in his stories for like 50 years, and it comes through so much. Get this, by the time he retired, he had written over 170 books and 15,000 stories for his daily newspaper column called Bedtime Stories. Like 15,000, y'all. 15,000. Now, I know I have another Thornton Burgess book somewhere, and it's the Thornton Burgess Bird Book for Children, and I can't find it, and it's making me sick. But I do happen to have these Thornton Burgess books, which my kids used in their homeschool curriculum a few years ago. The Adventures of Grandfather Frog, The Adventures of Jerry Muskrat, The Adventures of Reddy Fox, The Adventures of Peter Cottontail, The Adventures of Buster Bear, The Adventures of Danny Meadow Mouse, and The Adventures of Chatterer the Red Squirrel. My kids loved having these read aloud. His characters are so lovable. They're absolutely not perfect, and they get into the worst scrapes and do the dumbest things, but they learn some really good lessons, and they take care of each other, and they do some really sweet things as well. And he weaves in this love of nature that just brings the stories to life. A recurring character in Thornton Burgess's books is Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit was created by British author Beatrix Potter. And Burgess noted, "I like to think that Miss Potter gave Peter a name known the world over, while I perhaps made him a character." Anyway, I love Thornton Burgess. I love his books, and I love the passion and devotion that he poured into his books for children. And so finding a little illustrated book by Thornton Burgess about a little Christmas tree made me so happy. I cannot even tell you. I'm so excited to add it to our Christmas book collection and to sit down and read it with the kids one night in December as we enjoy the Christmas season together. Treasure. And that's it for today, guys. If you like book hauls, if you want to see more book hauls, if you want to know how I find the treasures that I do in my book hauls, subscribe below and click the little bell to be notified when I release a new video. Comment below and tell me some of your favorite finds. Have you found any treasures while antique shopping? Have you heard of Thornton Burgess? If you have, I would love to hear from you. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It's been so much fun. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye.